everyone, it's Gina. Welcome back. I have a new tutorial for you guys today, this time for a brand new pair of earrings using some of the 2-hole Czech glass Nib-Bit beads. I had shared this little pair of earrings back in the fall. One of Eureka Crystal Beads collections they had come out with contained these beads right here in this purple and blue colorway, and I hadn't gotten around to doing the tutorial yet. But this month we'd actually received, or I had received, some of these Metalust hot pink Nib-Bit beads in the 2-hole Beads of the Month Club. And I've got some rounds and some seed beads from the recent Beading School Academy. I also pulled in some things from my stash, these little 11-0 Demi round seed beads and the 12mm crystal that you see here. I'll try to link to everything I'm using today down below. It's just kind of a combination of different things I received in boxes this month and things I already had. So I'm going to show you how to make this pair of earrings using that rose gold combination, but I also really love it in this darker combination here. So I definitely wanted to show you how this looks and how you can change up the colors and get a really different result. So I'll try to leave the links to the specific colors I'm using today, as well as this combination down below in the description section of my video. I'll be using the 6-pound Fireline today and a size 11 beading needle. Once you gather up all your materials and thread your beading needle, we can go ahead and jump into this tutorial. Okay, so first what we want to do is pick up a repeating pattern of 1 11-0 and 2 15-0 seed beads. We're going to do that a total of 9 times. If you want to use a stop bead, you can do that. I'll just be stringing this down and leaving a tail and getting this started without that. And I also want to let you know I have this tutorial available as a pattern download in my shop as well. So I will have the link to that down below the video in the description section. I'll try to link that in the corner too, in case you like to follow along that way. So just go until you have a total of 9 each of these 11-0s and 15-0s. I need one more set. And then we can bring these down to the other side of the thread. Leaving a tail thread and sewing through the very first 11-0 seed bead again to pull these beads into a loop. So that's what we have so far. I'm just going to scoot these 15-0s out of the way. We're going to use some of our 11-0s for this next step. And what we want to do coming out of this 11-0 right here is pick up a new one, and then we're going to sew around the same 11-0, sew through the next 2 15-0s, and also sew through the next 11-0 seed bead. Pull that tight. And now you have something like this where you have an 11-0 that's stacked on the other one and it's sticking out. We're going to do that 8 more times all around the piece. So let's pick up another 11-0, sew around the one we're coming out of, sew through the next 2 15-0s and the next 11-0. And pull tight. So that's 2 of them. I'm going to go ahead and do that all the way around, and we'll meet back once we get back to the beginning. All right, here's what we have so far, and you're going to want to go through the next 11-0 that you get to, just the one on that bottom loop, and then just step up through the 11-0 that's sticking out right above that. And at this point, we can add in some of our Nib-Bit beads, and we're going to do that by going through the more narrow hole of one of our Nib-Bit beads and then sewing through the next 11-0 that's sticking out. And we'll do that all the way around the piece as well. So we're going to have a total of 9 of these around the loop. All right, so I'm going to add my last one in. I'm going to sew through the next 11-0 and sew through the first nibbit bead and the next 11-0. Just like this. That's what we have so far, and this seems to be like a good time for me to go ahead and add a needle to my tail thread and weave that back in. So I will do that and meet you right back. Now with our thread coming out of this 11-0, we can pull in some of our little Demi round seed beads. We're going to use some of those and some of our 15-0s right now. And we want to pick up a 15-0, a Demi, and a 15-0. Then sew around the same 11-0 again. Plus sew through the bottom hole of the nibbit bead, the same one we've already gone through, and sew through the next 11-0. So we're getting all these little picos in place all the way around each of these 9 11-0s that's sticking out. We're going to repeat what we just did, picking up a 15-0, a Demi, and a 15-0, and sewing around that same 11-0 plus the nibbit plus the next 11-0. So just keep doing this all the way around and we will meet back at the beginning of this loop. Once you've added all those in and you've gone through that last 11-0 there, you can then sew up through your next 15-0 seed bead. And you can also pull out some of your 3mm rounds. I'm going to add some of those in plus the crystal. Also sew through your next Demi round. And now we'll be sewing in the other direction, and we're going to add in one of these round beads in between each Demi round. And we're also going to enclose the crystal inside of our design at this point. So we can just go ahead and set that in face up over top of the seed beads and kind of right in the center of the design. And just holding these with your fingers, you can pick up a round bead and then sew through the next Demi and do that 8 more times. And then when you get back to the beginning, you can just continue sewing through all of those beads in that section again, just continuing to tighten this around the top of the crystal. And I recommend going around this at least 2 more times. Doesn't hurt to get that crystal securely in place and get this section into a nice rounded shape over top. So it's coming together now, and you should have something that looks like this. And I'm coming out of a Demi round. I'm going to go down through a 15-0 and then over through an 11-0. And then I'm going to go through the next nibbit bead that I get to. And I'm going to pull this tight. And then step up through the outer hole or the open hole of the same nibbit bead. And this is where you can add in one 11-0 in between each nibbit bead. So just pull those back in. You can pick up one 11-0 and sew through your next nibbit. And then do this 8 more times. Going through the last one, I'm also going to go through that next 11-0. And here we can pick up a Demi, an 11-0, and a Demi, and then sew through that same 11-0 that we're coming out of. And then just sew around that section of beads again one more time. This is where we're going to be attaching our earring finding section, and we've got just a few more beads to add in that will be connected to this. Going around that 11-0 again. I think I'm going to go around this whole section actually one more time, just going around all those 11-0s and the outer holes of the nibbit beads. You can always do this at the end as well, but I just feel like I want to tighten this up a little bit as I'm going. And then I'm just coming out of that 11-0 again where we had added those additional beads. I'm going to sew up through the next Demi and over through the next 11-0. And here we're going to use a few more of our Demi rounds and also some of our 3mm round beads. So with those coming out of the 11-0 here, I'm going to pick up a 3mm, a Demi, a 3mm, 2 Demis, a 3mm, a Demi, and a 3mm. So this is the sequence I have on my needle, and I'm going to sew around that 11-0 seed bead again. So we've got that little group of beads right there connected, and then we're going to sew around the section of beads again that we just added, but this time we're going to skip the Demi rounds. So it'll get those to stick out just a little bit and also tighten up those areas where the round beads are. I think I'm going to go around that one more time. And again, just skipping the Demis and just going around those round beads. Now I'm going to go through the 11-0 here, just making my way back down into the beadwork, which is where we can reinforce anything we want to tighten up and also make a couple of half-hitch knots and work in and trim off our excess working thread. So I think I'll make a little knot right here and then sew through a few more beads. And I'll make one more right here. pulling that tight. Sew through a few more beads, and I'm gonna just burn off the excess thread. All right, so at this point, our beadwork is complete. We could just take out one of our earring findings. I'm gonna get mine and attach that right to the top of the beadwork. Be right back. Okay, so I've just got one of my earring findings. I'm going to twist that open and just place that through that little top section of beads and just try to get that earring finding to sit right there in between those two Demis at the top. It should sit nice and snug there. Just twist that back to that closed position. And now our earrings are complete. Aren't they cute? I love finding new ways to use these unique Czech glass 2-hole and multi-hole shapes, so I hope you enjoyed this project as well. And as a reminder, I'll leave the links to everything that I used today right down below the video, and you can check for the link to that digital pattern download in the description section as well. Thank you all so much for joining me. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know how this tutorial went for you or anything else you'd like to say. Be sure to give the video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Also share it with your other beading friends, and please do subscribe to my channel while you're here. Until next time, I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day, and as always, happy beading.